So it seems like the Ally X is closer to the Xbox Ally X already. And I'm not talking about Xbox full screen experience. That's right, I'm talking about something else entirely. I'm minding my own business here. I'm testing the MSI Claw A8, actually. This thing just here. So if you're interested about this, subscribe. But I was just about to film some benchmarks against the, the standard Ally X here to see what the performance is like, right? And then my Ally X says, hey, there's an armoury crate update. I'm like, okay, didn't think anything of it. Just loaded it up. And then when it started, this came up. And I remember this screen from when I got hands-on with the Xbox Ally X at Gamescom, because I went and found Armoury Crate and it looked like this. And then I went, hang on a second. I pressed this button for the command center, and there we have it. We now have command center in game bar. So actual game bar, right? And there's quite a bit we can do with this. I was still a little bit in shock. This happened like 5 minutes ago and I was like, what? Like, what? Okay, yes, I do have Xbox full screen experience on here, right? So I am on the Windows Insider and I am also an Xbox Insider as well. So just clearing that up. Apparently, this update comes live to the public on October the 13th. I'm obviously filming this way beforehand. But yeah, so this is news to me. I don't know when this video is going out, so you probably already know about it, but I wanted to go through this because this is quite exciting. The one thing I will tell you straight up is no, it doesn't start the switcher if you press and hold. It's still bound to bringing up Control-Alt-Delete, which is kind of a shame. So I was hoping that because that's basically a Xbox button now, that it would bring this up if you pressed and hold, but it does not. So it does bring up the command center. So if you are on big picture mode, you could just switch like this, or like, finger up from the bottom to get to this like view mode, right? The carousel. But anyway, let's look at Armoury Crate really quickly because they've definitely made some changes here. First thing I noticed was control mode. I thought, oh, let's just have a quick look in here. They've changed the layout. So it's slightly different in here. Like everything just looks a little bit different than it did before, at least to me. I swear it's different. I might be totally wrong because I've been testing the MSI. But to me, I'm pretty sure this is different. This bit looks the same, but it just looks a little bit tweaked there. So now everything's found on this big home screen. On the top bar, we've got our games where we always had them, right? And then we've got settings and then all this other stuff. These three tabs you never really look at, do you? I mean, it's the games one and then the settings tab, and everything's found here now. So you've got general, you've got personalization and all that kind of stuff. But if you go to Command Center, you've either got the OG mode where it brings up like the standard old Command Center, or the called Classic Grid mode, or you've got the new one called Gaming Panel Mode, which is this built into Game Bar, which I genuinely love. So one thing I actually really like about the MSI Claw A8 is the fact that their software is built into Game Bar, like it always was, right? So this is new to the Ally X and everything, but yeah, it's a cool feature. I personally like it because now I can get into Game Bar without having to then like keybind an Xbox button somewhere or a combo of buttons. I don't like that because I actually like using these buttons in games, and if I bind one of these to the Xbox button, I've now lost a back paddle and then I've only got one. That's annoying. So yeah, whatever. So you've got that there. You've got performance modes now, and there is actually a link between performance mode and this, right? So the Windows power mode. So it says sync power modes with Armoury Crate operating mode to optimize performance and battery life. I haven't tested this yet, but they're saying it's going to optimize performance and battery life. What, more so? That's a win. Again, I don't know if that's just a claim, if it actually works or not, but there we go. I'm literally going through this with you guys pretty much. Update center is there. It all seems very clean. Everything else seems to be the same. It's just everything's found like in this area, right? That looks different. Okay, but that's fine. You've got the lighting and everything. It does look all pretty similar. I mean, there's not really much else to look at here. There's a little bit of lag, but again, I am in the dodgy Xbox full screen, like hacked experience. So, maybe it's that, I don't know. But I like the fact that all this is here. If we just go to, let's just go to Xbox, right? And then bring this up. Now we're here, and I really like this. So as you can see, I've got my operating hub at the top just there. So I can select Windows, Silent, Performance, Turbo, and you can even put manual on there as well, which is pretty cool. You've got control mode just here. So I've actually added these with customize. So I've pressed Y, and then there's an add button, and it brings you up these like widgets. So instead of it just being a tile, which you can still have, I've opted for like a horizontal widget. So there's more stuff on display, right? So I've got real-time monitor, FPS limiter, LED brightness, AMD chill, plus resolution that I've already put on there, control mode, operating systems there as standard. Where's my cursor gone? There. So that's pretty cool. I am still in edit right now. Then at the bottom is everything else that you normally have. So you've got your, well, I've just got all the stuff I'd normally use, but this is new as far as I'm aware is, where is it? Oh, I might have taken it. Oh, there it is, touchscreen. So you can actually enable or disable the touchscreen now. I don't remember that being there. That's new to me, right? And then you've also got everything else that you had before. So you've got a load of stuff that I've not added, like airplane mode, AMD chill, you got LED brightness, screenshot, record. You can just add like everything if you want to, but I've just added the stuff that I want. So it's back out of edit mode. And now we're back here. On the left-hand side, you've still got brightness, volume, and then right at the bottom, this one just down here is actually the edit if you want to edit it that way, or you can just like hover into the tile and then press Y and it will still bring up edit. So there's two like edit modes just there, but I really like this. I really like the control mode being able to just quickly go through, and the same with the resolution rather than just being one of these little tiny tiles. I like it being like this, and the same with the operating system. Instead of it just being a tile, I can select, and you can have manual mode on there as well, which is really cool. And then you can just go across to your game bar if you want to. And yeah, I just wasn't expecting this. This just happened out of nowhere to me. We know Xbox full screen experience is coming with Windows H2 or H5, sorry, 25H2, so 25H2, right, if I can speak. And I haven't got that yet on this. It's not rolled out for me because they are rolling that out now. But it seems like even if you get that, then full screen experience mode's still not there. You still need to do the Vive tool like workaround, but maybe that will change soon. This update is coming on the 13th, supposedly, according to ROG Ally Life, right? So they're saying the 13th. This is cool. And I like the fact that you've got the option. You don't have to use this game bar integration if you just hate game bar for whatever reason. I hate this software. Then don't use it. You know, go back to the like classic view. But for me, I really like this integration. I really hope that they can do the press and hold on it, and instead of it coming up with Control-Alt-Delete, it just goes to that task switcher view, right? If I can do it, there we go. So I'd love to have this instead mapped to the same button for press and hold, so I don't have to remap an Xbox button because I've effectively got one. Just seems a bit silly. But yeah, so I'd like that to be press and hold to get this. That would be cool. It is handy having Control-Alt-Delete, but I very rarely use it. It's normally like before when I'd have to go to Task Manager, but now they implemented the end task a while ago. I never use it. I just end task there. So yeah, it's a wicked update. I really like it. I like all of it actually. I like the way Armoury Crate seems more focused now. All your settings are together, and I just really like the integration of Game Bar. It just makes that next step for people that maybe aren't going to be buying the Xbox Allies because they already are happy with their Ally X's or maybe even their base Allies, right? It's cool that they're still being supported. That's all I wanted to show you today. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see loads more videos. And if once down there, like this video, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down there as well. And you can become a member as well and support the channel and chat to us over on our private Discord. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.